Just a little bit about myself. I started with Microsoft back in Redmond in 2006, and I was fortunate to be part of the product team that really built the cloud from the ground up with Office 365. But today, I want to really talk about this concept of becoming frontier. As we were going around the world, Microsoft running the different AI tours, we had many conversations with our customers, with our partners, and what is emerging is around this concept of being frontier. Why we choose that word? Because when we think about generative AI models, the frontier models are the ones that's pushing the edge of reasoning, of solving problem, of being able to infer from based on the vast amount of data that you're feeding it, that you're training it, that you're also interacting with it as well. So we believe that we are seeing this emergence of a frontier company, a frontier firm. And as I reflect on Chairman Mr. Bint and his talk itself, it's so amazing that he, throughout FPT Corporation, is embedding AI in everything that the company is doing. And this is what we believe what a frontier company would be doing itself. Now, when we think about what becoming frontier is at Microsoft, we look at these 4 pillars of the success framework itself. And I can see from some of the videos that was being shown and some of the success stories that was being shown by your customers, by your partners, it all reflects inside these 4 pillars itself. Whether it is having AI augmented software engineers, that's great, or reinventing the way how each of you are interacting with your customers, bringing them new services, new products. When we think about business processes, I also love the story about how Konica Minolta was also thinking about all the changes that you're bringing into all the business processes as well. So this is really amazing. But the last pillar itself is what a lot of the customers are talking about with us and with our partners around the world, like FPT Software. How are we building new products, new services, adjacent to the ones that we have, and be able to bring that value to our customers, generating new revenue streams, contributing to the betterment of our planet, sustainable business going forward as well. And when we think about this, we think about the differentiation that you're trying to create. We think about this agents plus Copilot plus human ambition. It's not just this or that. It's all of this. And what I like to key on is this notion around the human ambition itself. I think in the past, I would call that in the past, we are thinking about how we are automating, how we are improving the process, reducing the time. All these are efficiency-oriented type of goals. But the human ambition is more than that. When we first talk about putting the man on the moon, nobody knew how to do that. But we figured it out as a human race. We figured out how to put a man on the moon and bring him back safely. That human ambition lies before us today. Right? This partnership with FPT Software is one that is full of human ambition. I really love that because each time, as partners, we are always pushing each other, whether Microsoft pushing on the edge of technology, FPT pushing us in terms of our evolution of our technology and the customer and their customer needs as well. This is what we call a true partnership itself, embodied within this concept around the human ambition itself. Now, I would like to take this moment to kind of give you a preview, a sneak preview of how we think about when we take this success framework and then map it across how we are approaching it here at Microsoft itself. It's very simple. It's around these 3 solution areas: the AI business solutions, cloud and AI platform, and security from the ground up end to end. Right? And this is the partnership with FPT Software that is always amazing. It's always across all these approaches. I love that because my team work closely with Frank's team and all across FPT Software to really think about how we bring all these capabilities and be able to empower our partners to build even more solutions like Code Vista, right? Like Agent Vista, all of that to then bring it to the customers. That is fundamental to the mission of our company, which is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Now, I want to show you a little bit about this company, how it is taking these concepts and these solutions in becoming frontier. Let me roll this video.
Leading innovator Zava.
Zava's like
Startup Zava.
Zava does it again. What a journey from scrappy startup to global game changer.
what if clothing could think?
Weaving together technology and comfort.
Up-and-coming startup Zava is launching its first smart textile, Thermacore, designed to turn heat into data and fabric into intelligence.
Zava's like, why strap a sensor on your wrist when you can weave it into what you wear every day?
Thermacore was just the beginning. Introducing ZavaCore. It doesn't just stretch and breathe, it thinks. And we're bringing it to the world's best athletes.
Zava goes public today.
The intelligent textile market continues to heat up, and leading innovator Zava is upping the game.
Zava hits a new high.
From professional locker rooms to the runway, Zava blurs the line between fitness, fashion, and innovation.
You've seen the pros rave about their ZavaCore jerseys. Now Zava is bringing it to any athlete, including your local Little League team.
Their AI-first approach is a huge reason for their meteoric rise.
And now, we're bringing ZavaCore technology to the pitch with a brand new line of intelligent soccer cleats, allowing both players and coaches to track stats and performance direct from the match.
So tell us, what's the secret to your success?
18 months ago, we made a conscious decision to really weave AI into the fabric of Zava as a company, all in our pursuit of becoming frontier.
All right, before you weave up, you pick up your phone and check out what this company is. No, it's a fictitious company. But we use this as an example of how an organization, a frontier organization, can think about the solutions together with our partners and weave this red thread across how they are thinking about from a product launch, let's say, for example, major sports leagues type of products that they're shipping to them, to extending to the markets, like the little leagues that the video was talking about, and then pivot into something, a new product in a soccer boot, for example. All these through some of the solutions that we at Microsoft continues to build, embedded with AI, and bringing that to our partners and our customers for them to build even more solutions. As you look across this thread, this is how we think about a product that Zava is bringing to the market itself, and how they're bringing some of these capabilities when they think about a go-to-market plan or a product launch plan itself, using agents, AI agents, for them to be able to do that planning itself together with their engineering team, their supply chain, for example. And I'm not saying that this is just a fiction. I have a real-life example, just by myself with my team. This was literally months ago. We were in the discussions with a partner. And frankly, the discussions was not going well, right? And we decided to take a pause and say, how do we think about this whole entire discussion itself when we are looking at the market dynamics, the partners' ambitions in terms of go-to-market plans, and also Microsoft's aspiration as well? I turned to Copilot researcher. I put in a lot of information around how we have been having progress this discussion. I had a couple of interactions with Copilot researcher, and within about, I would say, 30 minutes, it produced me a 17-page report discussing some of the options on how I can think about the discussions with this partner. It opened up a blue sky for me. And in fact, when I shared it with the team, everybody was floored as well. This is a new way of how we think about working itself. This is how, like for example, the product with Code Vista, this is inspiring because these agents empower us to really think beyond what we might be also thinking at that moment itself when we are trying to problem solve itself. So, look, with that, I'd like to turn the presentation over to Frank, because with Frank, he's going to make it real for all of you. Thank you very much.
Today, AI agent is used in many, many places. And we know already, for example, in manufacturing, in operational costs, in companies, horizontal processes, we can reduce some operational costs by 30%. For many things, automation, executing tasks, making decisions. But one point that is very important that is not here and that Richard was highlighting, it helps to enhance human. It helps to enhance human with this copilot, these friends, that will help you to do things that you cannot do only by yourselves. And just for another story, because time is running out, this is how we help one of our largest customers in North America, airline company, in order to improve through using generative AI, agent, and so on, into their customer service. And this was a very nice collaboration also with Microsoft, because this customer was a customer of Microsoft. And Microsoft asked us, can you help us, because we are facing some issue here. Issue on the engineering. We are not talking here at doing agents that are in a lab. We are talking here to solve a real business problem. They will receive more than 2,000 calls in 8 hours. And they have to solve that problem. So it's for people like you. We all fly. We are all sometimes seeing that the plane is late. We have to call. Can you book my next ticket? Can you reimburse me? And so on. And we don't like to wait. And sometimes we're in the airport, very bad connection. The internet will go drop off. We call back. And we tell them, I already told you everything. Why are you asking me? So we need to have agent. We need to have an AI system that I call this enterprise AI that will really work on critical situations without failure and will deliver all the right insight for the user, for the company, and so on. And we succeeded. In 6 months, in fact, we implemented the whole AI enterprise platform, leveraging Microsoft suite and all the tech stack that comes with it. And we have good reduction on claim resolution. We can empower 1,000 real people with these agents and help to manage, most important, 2,000 calls or more in 8 hours without any failure. But how we did it? This morning, I think it was CO2 during the panel, there was a question on how you start. Data. All AI is working on data. And then how you unified all those data into this foundation, into this fabric, to create the brain of your AI, from which they can start to interact, look at the different patterns, and work. And then you can deploy this agentic framework, and then you can look at very important use cases that will help you, in fact, to reach and to demonstrate the feasibility and the ROI, in fact, the return on investment and so on, of all those agents. And this is very important today. So talking to the future with the FPT, so we are embedded really AI in all our process today in order to develop and to bring this to our engagement with our customer. And with this spirit of co-creation. And that's why we're working quite a lot with Microsoft, bringing also some customers to their technology centers, to have brainstorming, innovation with them and so on, to define, okay, what will be the future? Where do you want to go and so on? And how we can build this fabric around that in order to leverage, in order to implement your idea into a reality and to make your dream a reality at the end, leveraging AI agent. I will not read everything that is here. I think you can read it better than me. And on that, I just want to close that today, agent is not a distant future concept. It's really a business enabler. You have to look at it from a business perspective, how it can enable my business to be better than my competitors. Tomorrow, if you want to survive, the question is not, do I have to do it? The question is, how I do it better than my competitors. Thank you.